Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This short story is called I Could Say This Only to My Dog. I still am the CEO, but I had to go on leave because my hip was so bad. Ironically, our nonprofit aims to increase the poor's access to health care, but it's biting me in the back, or should I say, the hip. I've searched doctor after doctor, and the best I can get is a 4-month wait, and to be honest, I'm not sure how good a hip surgeon he is. Even though I'm the CEO, I can't say a word. I'll get the 3 C's: censure, censor, and cancel. The only person I can speak honestly to is my dog. Well, here is what I said to her today. Even though I've paid so much into the system, when those we lobby for have not, their activists, liberal politicians, medical schools, and nonprofits like ours are clamoring for redistribution yet more to them. And here I sit in such agony that I've had to take a leave of absence. I'm 55, and I know that these are my last highly productive years. I want to be as contributory as I can, and the damn system increasingly won't let me. Activists' pitches for yet more healthcare redistribution are just the tip of the iceberg. I already pay more than half my income in taxes, much more than half when you count sales tax, property tax, car registration, tolls, and so on. I don't keep a dime until August, maybe September. Is that a fair way to treat our most contributory citizens? The top 1% of earners pay 42.3% of the federal income tax. And don't get me started on illegal immigrants. Disproportionately, people who haven't done well in their home country. And it doesn't bode well for their future law-abidingness that they chose to break our laws by coming here illegally and then steal money from taxpayers, not just in health care, but education, welfare, and, my God, the cost of crime. Each victim of a mere smash and grab, let alone a carjacking and other assaults, let alone rape or murder, is a human being who suffers unnecessarily. And no matter how much the media hides it, disproportionately, those crimes are committed by the poor. We've already spent $22 trillion on the poor for 50 years trying to close the achievement gap, yet it remains as wide as ever. Even the vaunted Head Start has failed. Can we be optimistic that an answer lies in DEI, as claimed by the likes of dozens of times accused plagiarist and just resigned Harvard President Claudine Gay? DEI's core, under the surface message is to redistribute from society's contributors to those less so, mainly based on race. Does that provide a realistic basis for optimism for America's ascendancy or for its decline? I think the answer is obvious. By the way, all those assertions I made about the $22 trillion spent on the poor for 50 years trying to close the achievement gap, yet remains as wide as ever, Head Start's failure, and the dozens of times accusations of plagiarism for Harvard's ex-president, now Claudine Gay. I have links to all of those and any other such assertions that I'm going to make in the next minute. Yet the Democrats are doing everything. Just go to medium.com. And you'll see the text version of this and have links to authoritative citations for each of those assertions. Anyway, yet the Democrats are doing everything they can, while getting reelected, to have as many illegals enter the U.S. as possible. The number of illegals entered since Biden took office is the most in history, more than 2 million people this year alone. There are now 50 million foreign-born U.S. residents, also the highest in history. The Democrats know that the illegals who will then become citizens as part of, quote, comprehensive immigration reform, end quote, will overwhelmingly vote Democrat. I guess that every generation, when it gets older, thinks that the younger generation is wrong-headed. I guess I'm no exception. But you got to excuse me, my hip is killing me now. I need to take a pill and a nap. But first, thank you, dear doggy. You are the only person to whom I can speak the truth. I love you. Anyway, that little essay is called I Could Say This Only to My Dog. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you to take a look at any of my 30 books. Probably most relevant to this is either a book, A Dose of Reality, or a book that I just published with little doggy stories, called little doggy stories. That's what it's called. In any event, you can find all 30 on Amazon. Just go there, search on my name, Marty Nemko, Nemko, and you will find more than you can stomach. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.